Coach, as you mentioned in your post-game interview, the team pitched well against Clemson and hit well at Virginia Tech. What do you have to do to put it all together for a complete performance?
Yeah, that really falls on me and my shoulders. I have to do a better job of making sure that what I think what happened a little bit, the bats got a little bit cold, um, and which is what happens. I got to do a better job of kind of pushing that offense and figuring out a way to score a couple runs here and there, even when the bats are cold. And then our arms, I think, started pressing a little bit. Sometimes when you know you give up, you face a team like Clemson and you lose a 1-0, 2-0 game. You don't score a run in 18 innings. It's natural for arms for the pitchers to start pressing and feeling like you can't give up a run, you can't give up a hit. And when that happens, you start giving up a ton of runs. And you combine that with you face an offensive team, and Virginia Tech's leading the nation in home runs, I think by a lot. And you'd face a team with that type of power, in that type of ballpark with those hitting conditions, with the way the wind was going. You put all those things together, and it gives you a recipe for a lot of runs scored against you. So, it's easier said than done, but we got to figure out a way we've been talking to our guys about just do your job, right, and not trying to do too much offensively, defensively.
So the Eagles will face Northeastern in the first round of the Beanpot. What does this long-standing tournament mean to the team, especially playing the second round at Fenway Park this year?
Yeah, the Beanpot is such an awesome tradition, Boston baseball tradition, and it's so important to our boys. I guess really, you look at the picture, it's gotten a lot of publicity and press, but the picture of Pete Frates holding the Beanpot Trophy up at Fenway Park, and just look at the look on his face when he was a student here, that tells you everything you need to know. And it's always a time, to have a chance to win a trophy in the middle of a season is fun and exciting, and then you throw it at Fenway Park, makes it even more fun. And then you have a tournament with quality teams in UMass and Northeastern and Harvard. And those teams are rivals anyway because they're local teams, and now you put it in this setting, and any time you can play in any tournament setting where there's more on the line than just the one game, is fun as well. So it's something that anybody who's played here since the conception of the Beanpot will tell you how much fun it is.
You have a slew of freshmen playing major roles in your lineup this year, including Dante Baldelli, Brian Dempsey, Jack Cunningham, and Aaron Susi. Talk about their development as young players and seeing time in a highly competitive ACC.
Yeah, for sure. These guys and you throw Matt Gill in there as well, who's been down with a little bit of forearm tightness recently, but he's getting ready to come back. Anytime it's such a huge jump from high school baseball to the ACC. Anybody will tell you that. And we're asking a lot out of those boys right now. And the fun thing about it is, even though we might have asked a little bit too much from them too early, a little bit before they were ready in some cases, you see their development, their growth, and you watch the way Cunningham's been swinging it, and Demps has been playing great, and Dante's starting to have great at-bats, and Sue's dealt with, he got sick, he had the strep throat or whatever that virus he was, and lost 14 pounds in like 3 days. Right before that, he was playing great, and if you look at the way he's starting to play again, and he would have been in there catching today if we didn't get rained out, but he'll be in there in the lineup moving forward. You watch what these guys are doing developmentally and how they're working, how much better they're getting. It's fun to watch. It means short term you might take some lumps along the way, but those guys are going to be completely different players in Game 40 than they were in Game 10.
The Eagles host North Carolina this weekend at home. Talk about the importance of the upcoming series and getting to play at home for the first time this season.
Yeah, the boys are really excited to get back in the birdcage, to get back playing at home. It's a long time coming each season, and we're used to it, and we know it. And it's also, if you look back historically, it's always a time that we start heating up and playing great baseball. Playing in front of your families, playing in front of your friends, sleeping in your own bed. is a lot of fun, and the boys love playing here. The crowds have been great. When the students get going up on the ramp, um, and it's a fun place to play, and the boys are excited about getting back here.